level.
The Education Policy Review Commission has embarked on receiving views from members of the public and other stakeholders on how best to improve Uganda's education system to meet emerging demands and the education needs of the future. The commission is chaired by former Secretary General of the East African Community, Amanya Mushega, who served as the Minister of Education and also Public Service in the late 1990s. In their proposal submitted to the Commission, UWEZO is asking the government to cut down the primary education cycle from 7 to 6 years, saying that 6 years is adequate for a learner of that age to get the relevant knowledge.
Instead of just focusing on the duration of education, can we look at the learning outcomes? Are they learning? If they can acquire these competences that we are looking at in primary, if they can acquire them in 6 years, why not? Because we are also seeing a situation whereby you have 7 years of primary education, but again, some children completing the 7 years without knowing how to read or count.
According to UWEZO, this move would free up more resources for pre-primary education as children who have attended preschool smoothly transition into pre-education system.
Our evidence over the years indicates that children who have attended preschool, or what we call nursery school here, for at least 2 years, they can easily and quickly acquire foundational skills of reading and writing. They easily learn other skills.
UWEZO also argues that phasing out primary 7 would reduce the number of adolescent and overage children in primary schools. The Deputy Chairman of the Education Policy Review Commission, Dr. Joseph Muvawala, says the duration of the primary school cycle should be based on what levels of learning are needed at that stage of learning.
Whether it is 4 years, whether it is 6 years, whether it is 8 years, whether it is 10 years, can we achieve the learning outcome we set for that level?
On the National Teachers Policy that sets out, among others, the regulation requiring both primary and secondary school teachers to have degrees, UWEZO says the requirement is too ambitious for the current situation in Uganda.
Are we convinced that it is going to resolve the quality and the quantity issue? Isn't it going to be in the short term or even mid-term, going to create a scarcity of teachers?
However, the Commission argues that Uganda does not have a shortage of teachers.
Actually, for us from this other side, we are proposing close down some of these training colleges. You're wasting a lot of money training teachers who are over and above the supply needed by the private and government.
Relatedly, a recent research by UWEZO indicates that shortage of classrooms in eastern and northern Uganda got worse between 2015 and 2020. The study also recommended that government needs to train and certify more teachers, among others. Norbert Atukunda, NTV News.